Hello, everyone. As many of us are keen to know what all is covered in the Jolly Phonics course content, how it benefits the children, I'd like to share the brief about it. But before we get started, I'd like to share a few more things as well. सध्या इंग्रजी भाषेची मागणी खूप वाढलेली आहे, त्याची गरज सगळ्यांना भासती आहे. त्याचं प्रामुख्याने एक कारण असं आहे की एक पिढी अशी होती ज्यांना त्या भाषेवर प्रभुत्व नसल्यामुळे बरेच वेळा व्यक्त होता आलं नाही, आपली मतं मांडता आली नाहीत, बऱ्याच संधी हुकल्या, एक दुय्यम दर्जा मिळाला व त्यामुळे न्यूनगंड तयार झाला, ज्याला आपण इन्फिरियॉरिटी कॉम्प्लेक्स म्हणतो. त्यामुळे कुणालाही असंच वाटतं की जे मला भोगावं लागलं ते आपल्या मुलांना भोगावं लागू नये. पण आपण त्याच्या पलीकडे जाऊन एक जागतिक स्तरावरचं उद्दिष्ट आपण ठरवतोय की इंग्रजी भाषा का शिकायची आहे, तर आपलं जे साहित्य आहे अतिशय समृद्ध साहित्य आहे. आपली भारताची महानता, आपले थोर व्यक्ती जसे की छत्रपती शिवाजी महाराज, डॉक्टर बाबासाहेब आंबेडकर, वीर सावरकर, ज्योतिबा फुले, लोकमान्य टिळक, त्याचप्रमाणे संत महात्मे जसे की संत ज्ञानेश्वर महाराज, संत तुकाराम महाराज, संत एकनाथ महाराज, संत जनाबाई, ह्या सगळ्यांची थोरवी आपल्याला जर जगापर्यंत पोचवायची असेल तर आपल्याला इंग्लिश भाषेचा आधार घ्यावाच लागेल. तर ह्या दोन उद्दिष्टांनी आपण इंग्रजी शिकायचं आहे. आणि जास्ती महत्त्वाचं म्हणजे ह्या गोष्टीची जाणीव आपण आपल्या मुलांना करत राहू, जेणेकरून जे दुय्यम स्थान आपल्याला एकेकाळी मिळालं इंग्रजी भाषा न येत असल्यामुळे, ते दुय्यम स्थान त्यांनी दुसऱ्या कोणालाही देऊ नये. तर ह्या गोष्टीची आपल्याला जाणीवपूर्वक मुलांना आठवण करून देत राहायची आहे की आपल्याला ही भाषा शिकायची आहे, गरज असेल तिथे वापरू, दुसऱ्या कोणाच्याही मनात न्यूनगंड तयार होण्यासाठी आपण वापरणारा नाही. त्याचप्रमाणे भारताची महानता जागतिक स्तरापर्यंत आपल्याला नेण्यासाठी आपण या भाषेचा वापर करतोय. तर ह्या सर्व गोष्टी आपण लक्षात ठेवून आपण इंग्लिश भाषेकडे वळूया. So when we talk about English language literacy, the word Jolly Phonics keeps coming up again and again. Jolly Phonics is a fun-filled, child-centric approach to teaching English literacy with the help of synthetic phonics. It is a world-leading English literacy method that enables children to read and write fluently. Phonics is teaching of the sounds that the letters make rather than the names of the letters. As we all know, that while reading or writing, it is the sounds that matter, not the names of the letters. And all these sounds are taught in a very systematic way. At the same time, Jolly Phonics teaches all this in a very fun-filled and engaging manner through characters, stories, games, actions, and songs. While learning phonics, one can ensure proper pronunciation right from the beginning itself. Learning phonics is a most important, essential first step to learning English language. When the children are taught how to identify the letters, they gain the ability to break each sound when faced with bigger words. The concept of digraphs is shared with the children. Digraphs means any two letters making one sound. A combination of two letters making one sound. Say for example, SH, sh, TH, AIA, UEU, likewise. Parallelly, blending and segmenting is taught to the children. Blending means combining or joining letter sounds and then pronouncing it. Segmenting means understanding how a big word is formed by bifurcating the sounds in it. For example, if we say sit, children will be in a position to bifurcate or segment it as s, I, t, sit. This enables children to read very fluently. The children are trained to hear the sounds correctly, break them down, bifurcate them so that big words can be read, understood, and spelt correctly as they go sound-wise in bits and parts with the help of segmenting. Then we come to the alternatives concept. Alternatives means same sound being created by different sets of letters. Say for example, if I talk about AYA as in pay, that is P-A, pay, and then I talk about A as in paid, so P-A-D, paid. Then we cover the letter formation part. Here the children practice the froggy legs pencil grip for a better and tidier handwriting. Now coming to the tricky words. Now, we all agree that English has more exceptions than rules, and the same thing is with the tricky words. Tricky words do not follow any of the phonic rules. They're also called the sight words. That's why they have to be exclusively taught and practiced by the children. And it's very important to cover the tricky words as early as possible because they form a major part of all the basic or simple sentences that the children are expected to read or write in the initial phase of learning. For example, the, who, I, could, would, should, she, so on and so forth. So, as the children are oriented about the sounds, the digraphs, the blending, segmenting, the alternatives, and the tricky words, they will be in a position to read small stories, write short paragraphs, write independently, and much more. This way, the children are able to read and write fluently. Anything more? Do get in touch with me. Thank you so much.